My name is Dale Connell, and I served in the Navy during World War II. I was the chief motor machinist on the USS Southern Seas. It was a converted yacht commandeered for the Navy. My duty was to make sure the diesel engines ran properly. I had a crew of 26 men under me. We were charged with supplying power like lights, heat, and propulsion, all 24 hours of the day. There were two engines, each producing 2,500 horsepower. The ship was 300 feet long, approximately, and had a crew of 85. I was on it for 2 years. We followed the invasion of Funi, Kwajalein, Tarawa, Saipan, Tinian, and Guam. Life before the war, it was great. I was married, I had a 7-year-old son, and a great job. I was a store manager for the Firestone Tire and Rubber Company, and it was a golden handcuffed job. You were bound to it, but it had great chance of advancement and pension. I was driving when I heard the radio, December 7th, that war was declared. It was at that moment I had my reason for joining the service. It was one word: patriotism. There's nothing better you can do for your country than to protect the rights of its people. My service lasted 4 years. First, I was sent to a base in San Diego for a diesel school for about a year. Then I was instructor for another year, and the last 2 years I spent on the ship, the USS Southern Seas. The ship sank. It was 2 weeks after I was discharged. It sunk in a typhoon off of Okinawa. There were only 27 survivors. After the war, I phoned my old supervisor, asked if I could have my own job back. He told me that I was on the payroll as soon as I was discharged. After that, I tried opening up a business of my own. I called it Gilroy Auto Parts, short, sweet, and to the point. I then got into real estate, and my previous business was my first sale. Afterwards, I became a member and president of several committees and clubs. My son grew up and went to the Navy to become an aviator, and life went on. Looking back on the past and the feelings life harbored, I thought it was a way to prove we weren't going to let anyone get in the rights and freedom. Yes, I do agree with my choice from back then. Sometimes I ask myself why I joined the Navy in 1942, but the answers, along with the names of many men and women that gave up their life for their country.
Moon River, wider than a mile, I'm crossing you in style someday.